The note is handwritten and dated from shortly before the events in the tower were likely to take place. It reads, "Please inform the apprentices that they are no longer to dump their failed alchemical experiments into the sewer. One can only wonder how these potions affect the water under the city." The signature is indecipherable. Now, the host tower lab notes we found on the previous floor. This book explains that the focus of the lab found on this level is to summon a powerful weapon. The arcane ritual appears to mention two ingredients to be placed within the alchemist's apparatus: a gargoyle's skull and a sloth's tongue. It is not clear which spell is to be the catalyst that summons the item, but the final line reads, "Dispel the magic essence from the components that you may reap your reward." Fair enough. Finally, Journal of Arteno Geth. This is the journal of a minor wizard in the Arcane Brotherhood, Arteno Geth. His notes are sporadic and personal, detailing his dislike of certain tutors, his tribulations in learning certain magics, and his suspicions over Maugrim. His most recent entry is the one of greatest relevance. "I should have never joined Ramardo. The Archmagus appeared almost as soon as Maugrim began his campaign in the tower, meaning we were left to fend for ourselves. None of us thought that the man's influence was spread so deeply, yet it was. After all the fighting was done, I found myself on the losing side, so now I must slave away with Ramardo on these bloody golems. Today I finished work on the replication rod, though I surely shall receive no congratulations for it. When it is placed together with the control rod in the replication chamber, the magics start an automatic creation cycle. A golem is formed in a fraction of the time it would have once taken. It is powerful as well. I've told Ramardo several times that we should be careful to retain control over these golems, lest they break through the magical barrier in the inner sanctum here. He doesn't heed my warnings, naturally. I would do anything not to have to slave away for that fool Maugrim anymore." Interesting. So along with finding Erebeth and Maugrim in this tower, we also have some sort of magical weapon and a way to create golems. The weapon may prove useful, so let's go for that. It requires a gargoyle's skull and a sloth's tongue. We killed a sloth on the second floor in the center of that awkward training room with the checker or chessboard. Okay, I got my dagger, so let's just cut the tongue out then. Like so. And there were 3 gargoyles in the library on the 3rd floor. We found the book and where the alchemist's apparatus is. So let's go there. It's a little barbaric, but I think it's worth it to carve out the creature's skull. Alrighty. Perfect. And I assume, well, it's fairly obvious that the line means the spell Dispel Magic. Most likely. So. Gargoyle Skull, Sloth's Tongue. Dispel Magic. Curious, a magical rod. Makes sense, though. After all, a weapon for a mage is not necessarily a sword or a mace, but a wand, staff, or rod, so it makes sense. Let's see, let's go over here where it's not so, well, there's no open fires that are going to spread. Though I doubt they will spread on stone, but, well, I'm digressing. Let's rest. Rod of Reversal. These powerful items allow a wielder to quickly dispel the magic of friend or foe alike. Those who hunt spellcasters particularly prize them, although casters themselves are also quick to snatch them up on the open market. Contains Dispel Magic and Greater Dispelling. Very useful, actually. put this next to the, this here. Let me just move things around. Perfect. Alrighty. Now to turn back to the 4th floor. To both cleanse the tower of these people, and also to find as many clues as possible about Malgrim, Erebeth, and the cult of the Old Ones. Alright, let us have Fog scout ahead, as is common practice by now. Trap, and a flesh golem. Yet another one of these. They don't like fire, so I intend to use that. The chest is not locked, nor is it trapped, but it is guarded, obviously. We'll deal with that in a moment. Locked door here. Ah! Inner Sanctum. The lock on this door is too complex to pick and is warded against simple spells. You'll have to find the proper key. Trap here, and there's the golem replication pod. So that's it, huh? Just the flesh golem? Fair enough. In that case, let's get back to the others. Alrighty. Come out, flesh golem. He's around the corner. There he is. Perfect. Fire arrow. You don't like fire, right? Ooh. That was fairly low damage, actually. I can't get a good shot in there at all. Nice hit. That one's a little injured. That works out. Chest contains a potion of endurance, which is actually kind of pointless. Actually, I'm not going to bother taking it because now I will take it. It could be useful. And the golem replication rod. Perfect. Any enemies in here that we're hiding? Doesn't appear to be. Let's check this out, shall we? This chamber has been formed of marble and complex crystals within its core, containing 2 depressions along its edge. It practically crackles with dormant magical energy. Let's examine the depressions. The 2 depressions are long and slender, very likely receptacles awaiting something to be placed within them. Alright, let's use the control rod first, lest I create some rogue golem out to kill us. The rod slides easily into place, stopping with a faint click. It begins to glow slightly, and the chamber hums, though it does nothing as of yet. Alright, put the golem replication rod into the depression. The second rod slides into place besides the first, stopping with a faint click. Both rods begin to shine brilliantly, the chamber leaping to life. Now hang on here. Stealth mode here. Let's follow this golem. So it's a helmed horror with a rather brilliant acidic greatsword. It just broke the door down. Alright. What's beyond the door? Let's find out. An iron golem who's almost dead. That thing must have impressive damage. Let's avoid that. Normally I'd like to come in and help, but I'm quite content to just let the helmed horror do its job. Okay, what was that? Oh, Rimardo Domi. Very interesting. Fog took a bit of a zap there, but she's fine-ish. floor doesn't seem to be attacking at all, which is interesting. Alright, and if that's the case, then let's back up for a moment. Let them fight it out for now. I have an idea, though. Let's feed Fog. You both sit still.
Stand your ground over there.
I recognize that tentacle spell. It's really painful, at the risk of killing one or all of us if we stay inside of it too long. Get some basic defenses up. I'm going to do my best here to sort of get the drop on someone. So for now, Fog, let me possess you. Make Krael invisible. He barely changes color or transparency. That's fine though. So now we're defended. Let's find out how the Helmed Horror is doing. Whoa. How about... He's neutral now. Is he surrendering then? There it is. Well, if the Helmed Horror is, well, not even fighting anymore, let's go for the golems. Right, hang on, let's just stop for a moment here. You're not really resistant to much of magic, so how about we go for... You know what? How about we have some fun here? Let's go for a large-scale confusion. How can I hit the most people? Looks like you. So we have happened. Perfect. And he flees, huh? Interesting. Let us next go for a flame arrow on the Iron Golem. That is one tough golem, actually. Wow. Missile Storm? Alright, gang, come on. One more Missile Storm should hopefully kill this thing. It did, good. The Flesh Golem is still up for now. We'll fix that. Uh-oh.
You shall be quick to die!
Stunning fist. Yikes. Get him off me, friends. Nice. Now for this one. Alrighty, well the one rage there, Rimardo ran. Let's follow him real quick. So where'd the golem go? I didn't keep track of it. Rimardo Domain.
I surrender! Let me live, I beg you!
This large man carries himself with nervous dignity, as if afraid to show his true nature, yet unable to hide it completely. Well, let's see if we can talk to him.
Please, please spare my life. I shall give you whatever you like.
Very well then, answer my questions. What? What do you wish to know? Well, tell me who you are first off. My name is Rimardo Domain, my lord. Once I was Over-Wizard of the East Tower. That was before Arklem was overthrown, however. Very well, and what are you doing here now, then? Margrim has been forcing me to create golems, war golems for use in his army. I know why he needs the army, but tell me, what do you know of Margrim? I do not know where he comes from, my lord. He claims to serve a greater mistress, but he told us next to nothing of her, only that she would bring us victory. Instead, she has brought us ruin. Most of the tower has fled, and the ones who remain are enslaved to Margrim's charisma as part of his cult, working to build the army he desires. I'm curious, yeah, how did Margrim and his forces take over the tower? I suspected you might have better defenses. Margrim came to us more than a year ago, though I know not from where. He was very charismatic and obviously possessed of strong magic. Arklem listened eagerly to his promises of power. Margrim hinted that the mistress he served could bring great success to the Arcane Brotherhood. He would tell us nothing of his mistress, but our greed overcame our better judgment. We allowed him to take our pupils under his wing, to teach them his secrets. Each became another fanatic in his following, working secretly to do his bidding. It was not long before Morgrim had followers throughout the tower, spreading like a plague in our midst. Yeah, funny that you mention a plague. Anyways, continue. When we finally discovered what was happening, it was too late. Arklem fled from our midst and Morgrim sought to take over. It was a long and bloody battle, but Morgrim has won. Alright, I want to know something else. What? What do you wish to know? I want answers on this cult. Morgrim is behind it all, my lord. There is some other mistress that he serves, but I know nothing of it. Curious, what does this cult want? Why are they doing all of this, besides the obvious army? Let's see what he knows. He is building an army, my lord. The High Captains, the Forces of the North, the Brotherhood. He gathers them to build a great army. Yeah, wants to rule the world. Starting with the North, who are his supporters? Morgrim performs many secret rituals. He has few confidants, rather. Yeah, English is hard. The only one he keeps with him constantly is the elf woman Erebeth. Go on. Yes, he has seduced her soul, just like all of his other followers. I do not know how, but he has pushed her to betray her own people. The elven woman will lead the army he gathers against Neverwinter, a foe she knows intimately. They shall surely fall before her. Very well, you've been very useful. Those may be asking, why did I kill him? Well, he's a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. They've already been known to be cruel and evil. Just because he's been beaten does not mean I feel sympathy for him. He has a dagger upon him, ring of protection +2, clear thought +2, and a letter to him. Let's examine his study here. War of Light and Darkness. Another bookshelf. So yes, I killed him because I will not suffer his existence. Seriously, if I let him go, what then? He leaves, teaches more people, stays the same. Yeah. Seventh floor portal stone, and a harp of pandemonium. A bardic item only. I'll cast Daze and Confusion. Curious relic. Seventh stone, huh? I didn't have that one, I believe. No, but I do now. As well as a magical dagger. A very small floor, to be sure. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, wrong spell. My apologies. Let's rest for now and read this. Iced Talon. It is a +2 cold dagger. Weapons of this type are technically impossible, since their blades are made of nothing but razor-sharp ice crystals. Most sages agree they are kept frozen by some sort of link to the inner planes. But this is ultimately just speculation. Ice Talon daggers show a jagged blade, and may have been part of a singular, larger weapon at one time, though the force required to shatter the magic blade must have been enormous indeed. I think I may have found me a new main weapon. It also looks quite spectacular. As a handguard, it is quite jagged indeed. Very nice. And of course the rings I have no need for. I was lucky to miss this trap, actually. I'm surprised I didn't walk over it before. Regardless, we'll let fog take care of it. Is there anything else in this room that I missed? There's a chest here, right? No, that was the other room. Alright then, that's it for the 4th floor. Let's move on to the 5th. We are fully rested and good to go. Though I will provide us with some magical defenses before we move on. Safety seems like a good call here. So we found the 7-stone portal. Again, how many floors are there? Obviously 7 at least, but still, it's a large tower. Okay. We'll also give aid to everyone, because I'm not sure if there will be anyone waiting for us when we get to the next floor. Come on. I'm happy with my melee setup, though. I have the Scabbard of Blessing, and it contains now the Ice Talon. I'm rather fond of my arsenal now. And bless. Very good. 5th tower, 5th floor, please. Let's see what happens. Alright. No immediate threats. Though again, though, an eerie ambiance. Purple lights. A metal and a wooden door. We'll go left. Lucky direction and all that. Okay, they all went invisible. Dalen? Perfect. Now I can't see anything. Oh, now I can. Okay. Of course, I go to help and, Never mind. Always the fervent barbarian. Scroll of Remove Disease. Could be very useful. The rise and fall of Neverwinter. Not likely to be very useful. What does this under-wizard have on him? A minor sonic trap. Were I a rogue, that may prove useful. Wind by the Fireside. Imp's Prison, Origin of Magic. Well, let's just go the leftmost door. It's locked, huh? Is it trapped? No. There's a trap inside, actually. Look at that. That configuration. Fog? Yeah. Okay. She keeps wanting to go for the trap, yeah. Another AI issue. Oh well, that's fine. There. Yeah, look at that. That is one heavily trapped chest. 1, 2, 3, 4 traps, and in an interesting and meticulous pattern. What is so dear to them that requires this many traps and protections? Well, after you, Fog. You're the expert here. This is really fascinating, I must say. I'm curious. There we go. Ah, the 8th floor portal stone and a golden ring. I unfortunately can't put that in the bag of holding anymore, so I must just carry it around on my person. Next up, this wooden door. Also locked. What is that strange chanting in the background? Hello. Red slots and a fire elemental.
Fall in behind
Get out of the way,
here.
quickly. Now strike, go.
Has come. Destroy them all.
You have a nice talent. Alright, the slod worries me more than the elementals, though. Let's not use fire arrow, that feels useless. I'll go for my final acid arrow. That's not good. Alright, if Dalen's out of commission, then we'll do things my way.
Prepare to become one with eternity.
Whoa, hello.
Pray to whatever
That's
God
not what I wanted to have happen. Fog's been diseased, of course. Most unfortunate. So is Dalen. That is not good. But I have 2 scrolls of remove disease. 1 for each of my companions. Perfect. I'm curious if I can actually make another Rod of Reversal via the Slod's Tongue and a Gargoyle Skull. I will attempt it, actually. But not right now. For now, I want to explore this floor. Let's just continue with these doors. Fog, are you alright? Uh-oh. What? Cultists. Quite a good dagger. Though I prefer spears and staves, but the dagger is good. It's useful. Adorable. Magic missile and ray of frost. That will not work. No, it will not. Appears to be a storage room. Well, what are they storing? Money and a petty gem. More money. Useless. What am I going to do? Barter with one of these cultists? Open the door, Fog. Another storeroom. Empty, though. But 1 crate. Potion of Endurance. Good to have. Will likely save me some spell charges, so we have this 1 stray room. Clearly it's going to be a very small room, but we'll see. Inside. Whoa, what the? A Battle Devourer. Bred for use as spies and messengers in the Underdark, these former intellect devourers are virtually unkillable, though they no longer retain their psionic abilities. Great, so yeah, he's immune to most elements, I think that's all of them actually, and damage reduction. And Dalen's been, what, feared? Frightened. Great. This is not a good time for that to happen. I will feed on your pain and fear. That's what he said. You're resistant to acid, right? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Your mind-affecting spells won't work on me, though, creature. Maybe they will. Never mind. That's not good. Dalen? Good lord. Fear gaze. Dalen, get him! Get him, Dalen! If Dalen can't kill him, then we have a problem.
The rage of the red
I'm still
tiger
frightened I had no control over myself. Ow. Really? He went for the frightened dwarf and not the half-orc with a giant axe?
Prepare to become
But Hold Monster has helped me out significantly for that fight. Remains, what do you have? 15 fire bullets, and Fog is injured. Feed her. And the corpse here. Can Contains a belt of unknown properties, huh? Let's fix that. Belt of inertial barrier. Hang on. I think we've seen a couple of these in various shops. Hoister the Prudent was a cunning pirate who sought every advantage he could for his men. He commissioned a number of these belts at great expense, and with his men so equipped, quickly took over the great tracts of coastline. Although he ruled with remarkable restraint and wisdom for many years, eventually his enemies gained the upper hand, and he remains a villain in the eyes of history. +1 armor bonus, which would not stack. It would give bludgeoning and slashing resistance, though vulnerability to piercing. My current belt gives me 5 resist to slashing. Do I care about having slashing and bludgeoning? Yes, actually, I do. The armor won't stack, and arrows will become more of a threat to me, but they've never been a threat regardless. So, I like that trade-off. Cultists, did I not just kill you? Or have you wandered in? Ordinarily, Fog would scout for me here, but... well, I'm a little impatient. Adorable.
Your end. Your end.
Haste, huh? Is it helping you? No. This leads back to the portal room there. Let's get a move on. There's one chamber left to explore. Scroll of Lesser Restoration. Quite useful. There may be traps. Oh! There were indeed, but I'm cold proof. Alrighty, hang on. First, how do you pronounce that? Nifithis. Nifithis, alright. This exceedingly beautiful woman looks completely out of place in this evil place. She wants to speak, huh? Alright.
A rather delicious-looking mortal, is it? What a treat. Please don't tell me you're one of the fools toadying after Mogram.
I don't know if I like the way you're sizing me up, creature. I don't know why you wouldn't enjoy my glances, male. Certainly you must receive enough of them. I think I will remember one such as you. You are a stranger here. So you aren't one of Mogrim's. I wouldn't know if you were one of our clans. The only question then, how did you get to be this deep within the host tower? Well, creature, how do you know all of this? Well, there could be any one of a number of answers. Omniscience, divining spells galore, incredibly high intelligence. Take your pick. Normally I would object to someone answering a question with a question, but I imagine you would do that a lot. It's alright, I have no need to pry. I would be more than willing to answer your questions in full, or do whatever else you would wish. But first I would ask a boon for you, or of you. Do you see that brazier on the other side of the room? It contains a spell that keeps me from leaving. Would you be so kind as to destroy it? Why would I want to help you, creature? Well, let's see. I still have a magic item, if you would like it. Or perhaps you would prefer a more personal reward? I'm not talking about a reward, creature. So your concern would be what? What I intend to do after you free me? Whether I am a good person or not? I intend to find Arklem once you free me, to be truthful. I doubt you and I will meet again. Beyond that, ask me whatever you wish. Well, I prefer to have questions about why you care about Arklem and whether or not you know Mogrim, but that's not an option here, is it? It's a trick, isn't it? The brazier will explode or something. I don't believe it is anything other than a regular brazier that Maugrim anchored his spell to. You are free to investigate it for yourself, however. If it does explode, that would be incredibly inconvenient, seeing as I would be caught in the same explosion as you. You wait there, creature. I'm gonna look around first. I don't really trust this. Don't even know what it is. It's not a nymph, I know that much. 6th floor. I thought it might be at first, but no, the blue skin is definitely not nymphish, I think. 7th floor, I already have these. I was looking for some sort of journal talking about the creature, about the brazier itself. Well, now I have a quandary. Do I let this creature stay here? Do I free it? Do I destroy that? I don't know what to do here.
A rather delicious looking mortal, is it? What a treat. Please don't tell me you're one of the fools toadying after Maugrim.
Alright, try this again here. Who are you? You don't know who I am, male? Well, that certainly means you're not native to the Brotherhood. A stranger, then. Alright, so she asks again what I'm doing here. Well, I am seeking a way to destroy the cult and its leader. A noble goal. I wouldn't put such a feat past you. You must have managed to bypass the wards on the bridge and the guards after all. Maugrim will be no simple task to overcome, but somehow I doubt that that will deter you. Don't let me keep you from your task, by all means. And of course, she wants to, she wants me to free her. How do I know you're telling the truth about all of this? Do you believe I would stand here in this room for some other reason, waiting for the odd chance that you might stumble upon me, perhaps? There's no way to prove my words, I suppose. You are free to ask whatever you would like, of course. Alright. Why are you imprisoned and not killed, then? What was your function here? That is difficult to explain. Killing me would not serve Maugrim's purposes. Go on. I mean that while it would be inconvenient to me, it would not prevent me from searching for Arklem, which Maugrim hopes to prevent. I do not understand. Please explain further. I do not think it needs to be explained any further. Continue with your questions if you wish. Alright then, who are you? A wizard of some sorts or some other creature? A wizard? Me? No, not quite. I am Nephithis, that's such a weird name. Advisor and assistant to Archmage Arklem, a deposed leader of the Brotherhood. Curious. Are you telling me everything? About myself? No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I am beginning to grow weary of your questioning. Be quick with it. Prove you're not a cult follower. Tell me of their defenses, if you're able. Their defenses? Well, I doubt Maugrim has time to set up most of the tower's wards back up. With the right runestones, I suspect you could move throughout the halls at will. Maugrim himself will have taken over Arklem's sanctuary, I suspect it. Or I suspect, rather. It would fit with that fool's bloated sense of pride. If you've found Valinda's Shadow Mantle, I would wager she has a runestone to reach the Sanctum. I bet there's a stone to reach her on this very level. Now, is that enough? I could tell you more once you free me, I assure you. I don't trust this. But again, I don't know anything about this either. So do I just keep her imprisoned here for all time effectively, or do I free her? Can I deal with her if I free her and she turns out to try to kill me? Potentially. Alright.
Ortano, fortigiamo!
A durable brazier, actually.
Their time has come. Destroy
If
them
you attack
all.
me, you will regret that, woman.
You have done well. Mogrim will be chagrined to know that some adventurer stumbled in to rescue me from his spell. I am eager to be off in search of Arklam. It will be difficult to say where he might have hidden himself in his condition. Regardless, the tower will be ours again in time. As for you, you did your part. You freed me, and the reward is yours by right. Take this item and go. I suggest that you not still be present in the host tower when I return.
I still have questions. Never mind. Oh, I've received a Scarab of Protection, which gives +3 to universal saving throws. I'm not so sure about that. Though I'm assuming this... I should have known there'd be a trap there. Regardless, though, that name, Valindra's Shadowmantle, it was the name on the dispatch as I recall. Was it not? Yes. Or Valinda, rather. I wasn't aware of the surname, but still. I take it then that she is a lieutenant of some sorts for Mogrim? Or someone of power. 6th floor. Alright, well, let's press on then. Another small but ominous room. I am low on my spellcraft. Very low, in fact. Let's rely on the weapons for now. Alright, clearly that's an omen. I need to slow down. Alright. Just take it easy, Krael. Step over here for a moment. Drink a potion. And have Fog Scouts. I'm getting ahead of myself too much here. I need to just take it easy. Alrighty. What lies beyond this door?